Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. A hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Want to get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
I was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later for my college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they're also conducting different exam to test our knowledge. And as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped. So I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Because he's teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, XLR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was given to us by XLR Solutions. I came across this program through my college faculty, who told us about this program, that it is a very good course and you should enroll in this course. So I enrolled in this course, and initially I felt really good about this course because they started everything from a very basic point of view, that even if someone who doesn't know anything about Flutter or anything about mobile app development can also learn the same way the ones who know about it are learning. So no student was left behind and everyone was given equal attention. All the doubts throughout the course were cleared. And if we had any questions also, we were like, the trainer was also ready to stay for a longer time than it was scheduled, even for the sake of doubts. So that shows how important the students are to them. So it was a really good experience with XLR's program, and by the end of the training program, I was able to develop my own application. And through the development also, there was another point. So our sir taught us about how we can connect our own mobile phone to our laptop and write code in our laptop, and you can see the output in your phone, which is really creative and interesting for me. I felt really good about that. So in the end, I developed my own mobile application. I showed it to my mother. I showed it to my friends. I felt really good about it. So I would really suggest XLR. I would recommend it to all my friends to take courses from here, as they focus on the children, focus on the students, and they focus on what's necessary. That is, the students' doubts gets cleared and everything else. So today I came down to the XLR office to collect my certificate. So I got to know about what other courses XLR is offering. It included data analysis, data analyst, social media marketing, and full stack Java, and many more courses which were interesting, and they gave us an insight of how everything happens, and they take you through the course from the starting of the course to the end, and what next, that is placements as well. How you should be going into the interviews and how you should be approaching to companies, your resume building, and there were so many things which XLR is going to help you in, and they are ready to give you all the knowledge required even if you are a beginner. So I really felt good about this visit, and I would really recommend XLR to everyone who's listening to this, and also to all my friends, that I had a very good experience with XLR, and I would suggest you to experience the same. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Satish and I am from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology.
Absolutely. So thanks all for joining on the day too. So we'll start with the session. So Ajisha, you can take it forward.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So I am very happy to see a lot of people joining. And so we will start. I hope you remember what we covered yesterday. So just for a recap, I hope I am audible and there is no problem with the audio. Okay, so yesterday we saw what is the this immersive technologies, latest immersive technologies, or the extended realities. So under the umbrella of this extended reality, we have virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. And virtual reality is where the user get immersed to that totally into a virtual world. Okay, so he has not he won't have any contact or what is happening outside that VR headset. Okay, he will lose all the contact with the real world. Okay, so that is the virtual reality. And in augmented reality, it is the mixture of our virtual world and the real world. So in augmented reality, we don't lose the touch with our real world. We just place the digital object on the real world. Okay, so that is the augmented reality. But in augmented reality, there are some limitations. We won't be having be able to make that much interaction with the digital objects. To overcome that, the latest technology that came up is the mixed reality. So in the mixed reality, we can also interact with the digital object. Okay, so if you are learning about a human body, okay, then you can open that body and you can see the heart, and you can open that heart also and see what is inside the heart. All these things are possible using the mixed reality. And in mixed reality, like yesterday, I gave you an example where you can, the movies you must have seen that superhero is doing something using a virtual computer. Okay, so that computer is not real; it is a digital computer, and whatever software he is using inside that computer, that is also virtual. Okay, so it is totally the virtual world. So in the mixed reality, that is, you can say that it is an extension of augmented reality, and that is the latest one, which is the work is going on with the mixed reality because it is not that popular right now. And when you talk about this popularity, none of these technologies are that popular right now because there are some limitations right now regarding these technologies. So that is why if you learn these technologies today, then that will be a great advantage for you in the future because in future these devices are going to be very popular if they can rectify the limitations which they have right now. So we will talk about the limitations of these technologies in maybe in the fourth day or fifth day. So now we will concentrate more on the positive aspects of these technologies and how they are going to shape the future of the humankind in the coming decades or coming years. Okay, so let us continue from yesterday. So yesterday we got an idea or introduction to all these technologies that I mentioned. Now let us see what is the technology behind these virtual reality, augmented reality. Then we will see how we can develop the applications for these platforms. Okay, so that is the agenda from today onwards. So what we are planning to do is to understand what is these technologies and how we can use these technologies to create the applications that we can run on the virtual reality devices or the augmented reality devices. Okay. So first, let us start with the technology of augmented reality. So let me share my screen. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen. That is the PPT presentation.
Yes, sir, your screen is
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so this is the how we are going to create the AR applications. So what are the devices that is required for playing the augmented reality applications? So for playing the or running that augmented reality application, we just need our smartphone, okay, mobile phone, or we can use the tablet as well. But I'm not talking about the older phone where you have that keypad phone. That is not what I'm talking about. I am talking about the smartphones, the Android phone or the iPhone, which we have right now. So these phones or tablets can be used to uh, create the augmented or watch the augmented reality applications. And there are some other devices also, which okay, so somebody has raised the hand. Is there any issue or if it's doubt, then I will give you the time. Okay. Okay, I hope I can continue. Okay, so So like I said, we have the mobile phone and the tablets which we are using right now that can be used to experience the augmented reality applications. And there are some other devices also, which we can call that augmented reality glasses. Okay, so these augmented reality glasses are little sophisticated devices which you can use to this experience the augmented reality applications. And some of the devices are the Microsoft HoloLens and the Magic Leap. Okay, so these are the devices which we can use to experience augmented reality. So what I will do is that I will just show you the example of one second. I will just go for okay, so this is the device you can see that this is the Microsoft HoloLens, which we can use to experience the augmented reality applications. Okay, so you can see the how it looks like. So this is the Microsoft HoloLens. So this is all the augmented reality devices will look almost the same. It will look like our the glasses or specs we are using. So these are specifically used for the augmented reality applications. Okay. Then when we come back to the our PowerPoint, then we can see that what is the technology of AR. So what is the AR? Like just to recap that, AR is a medium or a technology that allows you to integrate or the overlay the digital content on the physical world. Okay. So it will create an illusion like that object is already or it is there in the real world, but it is not there. It is just an illusion. So we can place a digital object on the table or on the air or on the floor. We can place any object there. Okay, so yesterday I showed you the videos of augmented reality. Then like I said, we need a phone or a augmented reality glass, which is AR enabled. And what do you mean by AR enabled? AR enabled means that we should have the cameras or the sensors uh, that should understand or that should recognize the physical world around us. Okay, so in our mobile we have a lot of the sensors like a camera is there, then we have accelerometer, then we have gyroscope. So all these technologies are used to detect our physical world and where we are in comparison or in compared to that real world. So when we see, just you imagine that when you enter a new room or when if you are a student, when you first enter the XLR the campus, when you enter the XLR campus, when you go to the reception area, then when you first enter the room, you don't have any idea of what where is the furniture, where is the receptionist table, and where is the classroom. You don't know you don't have any idea of that. But after you enter the XLR campus or your classroom, you just look around. That is what we do. You look around. And then what happens is that your mind registers those whatever you are seeing. Okay, so where is the teacher's table? Where is the teacher's chair, what is the size of that room. Everything is registered in your mind. Okay, and that is stored in your memory. Then what happens when you come in the next day? Then next day you don't have any problem in finding out where is the chair, where is the table of the teacher, where you are going to sit, where is your seat. You don't have any confusion about that. Okay. So what happens is that brain then memorizes the yesterday's events and whatever registered in your mind, it remembers that. Okay, then you don't have any problem with finding out what is there in your surroundings. And after 1 week, what happens? Even if you close your eyes, you can directly go and sit at your place. Okay, so that is the how the memory works. So memory works with a lot of senses. Like our visual sense is there, what we see. Okay, so that is a then what we hear. So that is a sound. So when you are going out, you are when at the class time, if you are going to the canteen and your faculty calls you from behind, then when you hear that sound, you can understand that you are in trouble. Okay, so that is the sense, the hearing sense that we use to understand the situation or our environment. So if you go to a beach, then how do you understand that you are in a beach? So you understand that by when you get the feeling of sand on your feet. Then we have the smell of the sea water. Okay, so that then we have the sound of the waves. Okay, that is another sense we have that simulation. Then what we see the ocean also. Combining all these things, we get the idea of uh, we are in a beach. Okay. So this is the one main disadvantage of VR, virtual reality technology right now, which I was going to tell you after a couple of days. So now this VR is not equipped with to recognizing all uh, these stimulations. Okay, so that is why that is one disadvantage of VR. So that we will talk. I will talk to you in detail in the coming days. So, so what augmented reality is trying to achieve, or any technology, or augmented reality, mixed reality, or virtual reality, what they are trying to achieve, they are trying to achieve how our body or how our brain is interpreting the real world. Okay, so that is what we are trying to achieve. But we have, as a human beings, we have our limitations. Okay, so technology is growing fast. Then also, it is that whatever God has created. So there is a lot of limitations for us to match that. So that ability. Okay, so what God has created. So, but we are trying to achieve as much as possible. Like using this technology, we are trying to match as much as the technology that is used in creating our real body. Okay, so that is the what all these technologies are doing. Okay, so that is the case with the artificial intelligence also. What is the artificial intelligence? That is an intelligence created artificially. Okay, that is not the original intelligence of the computer. When you see a robot, okay, or a super computer, that is these are all dumb machines. Nothing. They cannot make their own decisions. They are whatever we tell them. They only that they just understand that. Then they just follow that instructions. Okay, so that is what all the computers do. So it is programmer's brain that is working here. He gives the instructions to the computer, and according to that computer, that responds to that instruction. Okay, so that a computer is as good as the brain of the programmer. That you can say that. But now there also we are, the technology is advancing. So you must have heard about machine learning. Machine learning is what? That is, this computer is learning from their own experiences or their own mistakes. That is what happens in a human life also. So when you are 20 years old, the way you behave or you behave in your colleges, like including myself, like though how the way you behave or enjoy your life, or maybe you won't be giving that much attention to what your faculty says. But when you become over 40 or 45, 50 years, then you understand that the things which you should have changed in your life. Okay. And when you become experienced, or when you become aged, or when you become a senior citizen, then when you look back to your life, then you realize that you should have changed a lot of things. So that happens in the human life, where we learn from the mistakes. Okay, so we learn from all the mistakes we do, and we try to rectify that. That is the journey of life. Okay, so that is why they when you the people, the students, sorry, the faculties are telling you like listen to the teachers or listen to your parents. So there is a logic behind that, because they are talking from the experience. Yeah, and the students won't be having that experience. Maybe they are exposed to the technology, older generation. Okay, maybe your parents must have seen the computer or mobile phone when they were 40 years old, 45 years old. But the experiences they had from the life, so that we cannot match. So that is the same with the technology. Also, it is also evolving, and we are trying to create a computer which can learn from the mistakes or experiences or data which they had previously. Okay, so that is called machine learning. Okay, so that is not our topic. So I am just coming back to our topic. So that is the how we use these sensors or computer vision or machine learning software to understand our surroundings, and how to place that digital object on the real world. Okay, so that is what we are trying to do in a augmented reality. Okay, so what we need to have, so how this object is placed on the real world. So that is the recognition softwares we have, like the accelerometer, gyroscope. So these we are using. You must be using that. Okay, maybe you may not be knowing the technical terms, but you are always using these accelerometer or gyroscopes in your mobile. Like when you are playing a mobile game, you must be tilting that. Okay, to when you are playing a racing game, maybe you will be tilting your mobile. According to that, that steering will change, and the vehicle will change the direction. So this happens using this with these technologies, like accelerometer sensors, like the accelerometer or gyroscopes. Okay, so we can use these devices or these sensors to understand where our surroundings, and we can use the magnetometer is also there, which it helps you to understand the our position and direction. Okay, to relative to our surroundings. Otherwise, what will happen when we more than that, when we are going for virtual reality and all, you will just kick your neighbor, or you will go directly to a table and fall down. I will show you one video of that. So it is very interesting how people, when they react when they play virtual reality applications. So in a AR, we don't have that issue, because we are always in touch with the real world. But that technology is used to understand our surroundings and where we can place that object. Okay. And then how we are going to place that object, or where we are going to place that object. So in augmented reality, we have mainly three areas where we can place the objects. One is the image, okay, image target. The next one is the our ground, okay. Then we can place it on the air also, okay. So these are the three main areas where we can place the object. So let me share this 1 second. Okay, I will just, I hope you can see my screen. So here you can see this one. I hope everybody can see this. That is, here you have a paper there. Okay, there is an image. And on top of that, uh, there is a model that is placed on top of that. Okay, so that is the like you can take a print of anything. Like maybe you must be having the brochure of your institute. And on top of that, you can place that object. Okay, so that is the image target. Then we have the uh, this ground plane. Okay, so if you go for ground plane, you can see that this is where we can place on this chair. You can see this chair is a 3D model. Okay, that is placed on top on the ground, so that the this we can manipulate that also. So yesterday when I showed you that video, we have seen this. So in the if you are going to for a furniture shop, and if you want purchase a chair, and if you don't have to take that to your flat and check how it is going to look. Okay, so you can use this augmented reality to check in the showroom itself that how it is going to look. And if you didn't like the color, you can change the color, or you can change the model, anything you can use. So for this purpose, the showroom people, they use the this ground plane or the floor as the target. So you can place that on the table itself if you want to show when you are taking a class. If you want to show the skeleton of a body, and you want to teach about that skeleton, then you can place the model of skeleton on the top of that the table of the teacher. Okay, and here she can teach about the skeleton. So in that case, it is like you can say that is on the ground plane. And sometimes we can position place that object in the air itself. Okay, so that is the three main platforms, or the areas where you can place this digital object. One is the image, and the other one is the ground plane. Then we have the air. So where we can place this. So that is the okay, so that is how we place the augmented reality object. So I will show you those examples also, how the AR will look like, or how it is, we can create the AR applications in the coming days. So this is just to give you an idea of what is the technology behind the augmented reality. Okay. So when just now I talked to you about the placement of the object. Okay, so if you what we need to be take care of is when we place the digital content or digital object, it should not be felt like we are placing it on some platform. Okay, so it should not just stand apart from the real world. It should be like immersed with the real world. So for that, what the mobile phone or sensors, what they do is that it will find out where the surface where we can place that digital content, and it will create a virtual map on that surface, and after that they place that object on the virtual map. So that virtual map is invisible. So we cannot see that virtual map. And when this augmented reality application places that object on that virtual map, we will get the feeling like it is integrated, it is placed on the real world. Okay, because we will not be able to see the virtual map. Okay, so that is the technology of AR, and I hope you understood. So I will just recap about the technology of augmented reality. So to experience the augmented reality, we don't need to purchase the expensive glasses. We can use the smartphone which you are using. And this smartphone has already got the technologies or sensors that is required for experiencing the augmented reality applications like the accelerometer, gyroscope, then the cameras. Everything is already there in the mobile phone. So using these technologies, we can able to understand our surroundings, and you can place the digital object on top of the our real world. Okay, that is a real object like a table or a image. So you can place on that. And that when we place this object on the real world, like I mentioned, they are going to place that on a virtual map, so that where we will get the illusion like that object is placed on top of the real object, like the table or floor. Okay, so that is the technology of augmented reality. Next, we will go to the technology of virtual reality. Okay, so before starting with the technology of virtual reality, let me show you one YouTube link so that you will. So this is how people react.
Okay.
So I will just move fast. Okay, so I hope you got the idea of how these people are going to react when they experience the virtual reality. So there are a lot of videos available in the internet or YouTube that you can just search for virtual reality fails. Then you can see such a lot of funny videos there. So what my point is that you have seen how these people react. When you watch a movie, okay, when you watch a movie, when you play a game on your mobile phone, you don't react like this. So why we are not reacting like this? Even though if you are watching a horror movie in your theater, nobody reacts like this the way we saw now. So what is the reason why this is happening when we are playing in virtual reality games or virtual reality experience? So the main technology behind this TV or this mobile phone, that is when we watch that, which one is what is that? That is a 2D image. Okay, then there is no depth in that. Okay, so we are watching a 2D image, and we are in our real world, and that mobile phone or the television what we are watching, it is in the real world. Even if that person who is we are watching in the television, even if it they come towards the camera also, then also we will not move. We will just sit just where we are sitting. Okay, even in the movies, you can see that there won't be any movement from when the hero comes towards you. Okay, so we will not move. Even if he is riding a horse, we will not move. We know that it is not going to come out of the screen. Okay, so that is we are sure about. So so why we are it is happening, because it is a 2D image, and this same image is given to both our eyes. Okay, so this same image is passed to the both our eyes. But I still remember, I don't know how many of you have seen, I don't know, maybe that with the on the age of around 50, there those people must have experienced, like we had a 3D movie when it was released. You must have heard about Chota Chetan, or in Kerala it was like My Dear Kuttichatan. Okay, so when I was a kid at that time, I think I was in some fourth standard or something, fifth standard. At that time, when we went to that theater for watching that 3D movie, it was the first time we are watching something 3D. Okay, and when they used to give that ice cream on the screen, then we used to extend our hands to take that. So I still remember that. So that how that experience comes, that is a 3D effect. Okay, so that is a different thing. So in a 2D, when we watch movies in mobile or our TV, that is all 2D images. But we can create 3D when you create 3D movies. Then at that time, they are using two cameras. Okay, so you know that in your eyes, we have two eyes. Okay, two eyes, and we have the two eyes are placed in some distance from each other. Okay, so it is placed some distance, and the both the eyes are not seeing the image in the same way. Okay, so it is totally different. So a right eye is seeing from a different angle, and the left eye seeing is from a different angle. So both the angles you can just test it also. You can just place your finger and just close one eye. Then you can see like it is jumping from one place to another. Okay, so that is the how we watch something. So that both eyes look at an image or an object from different angles. And what the brain does, these two separate images, it combines together and it makes it as one image. Then what the advantage of that? For in that case, we get the depth. It is like a 3D. Like in a, you know that in a 2D world, we have only two axes. That is the X and Y. Okay, that is horizontal and vertical. No Z axis there. That is the depth is there in the 2D images, okay, any 2D graphics. But when you, in a real life, we have a third axis also, that is the Z axis, that is the depth. Okay, so that is the in difference between our the digital world and the real world. In the digital world, we mostly use the two-dimensional images or the world, and in real world, we use the three-dimensional world. Okay, so what the 3D movie is trying to achieve is that they want to give a illusion like we are watching something in the real world. So for that they are trying to this replicate how our original eyes are seen. Okay, so that is the they shoot that movie using the two lenses camera, and both the lenses are placed in some distance from each other. So one image is one object they are capturing with the two cameras or two lenses, and that they are sent to our eyes. So when they technology, 3D technology combines these two images, that is, which is from the different lenses, and when they send that to our eyes, we get that perception of the depth. Okay, so that is how they create the 3D movies. But in a 3D movies, that is there, still we are seeing that in a where 2D flat screen. That is where we are watching this. When you go to a theater, okay, so we have a normal white screen there. Okay, so that is where this 3D movies also getting played. Okay, so we are not totally immersed into that 3D world. So it is we are just sitting on our chair, and that movie is going on in our front. That is on the white screen. But we are getting that 3D experience by wearing that glasses. Okay, so there is a limitation in that. We can always take out our eyes and see how we can come back to the real world. Then also we are totally not getting immersed in the 3D movies. Okay, see, we have the idea of what is happening with our neighbors, or what is happening in the theater. So we get that idea. Okay. So that is the 3D movies. Okay, so 3D movies we are using two lenses, and in a 2D movies we are using one lens. Okay, so what is the now how it is different from the our this virtual reality? Okay, so virtual reality, it also uses the same technology, but a little bit more advanced. Okay, so there also in a virtual reality also we need to show the different images to our both the eyes. Then only it will give you that effect of that 3D stimulation or the virtual reality experience. Okay, so when you see Okay, so when we want to, you must have seen the like a 360 degree videos. Okay, so that virtual reality videos. I will just show you one example. We can just see that so that you will get an idea of what is that.
Horlicks Diabetes Plus blood sugar manage ചെയ്യുന്നു ആദ്യ ദിവസം തന്നെ.
So here you can rotate that also. You can see how it is going to see look in the side as well. This is recorded from the 3D device. Okay. That is. Okay, so this is a how you experience that in virtual reality. So when you wear that headset, you will get that feeling like you are totally immersed in that video, okay, or into that virtual world. So for creating this kind of videos or this experience that we need to use the different kind of lens that is it is called fisheye lens that it will give you one there is a slight changes like it will give you a illusion like it is like a spherical kind of effect you will get. So these are fisheye lens that is widely used for creating these kind of videos. So uh, depending on the nature of our application, the number of and the placement of these lenses change. Okay, so it creates like a distorted kind of image, and you can use this the combination of images to give that a 2D or 3D effect for your devices. Okay, so if you want to create a 180 degree, okay, 2D image, 1 second. Okay, so so if you want to create a 180-degree video that is 2D, only two-dimensional, you need only one lens. Okay, so using one lens, you can get the 2D image. So that is will be 180 degrees. So that is our real world angle. So our eye sees in 180 degree. Okay, so we cannot see what was happening behind us. Okay, so it is almost 180 degree. What that is what we can see clearly. Okay, so for creating a 180-degree video that is 2D, we can use one fisheye lens. Then, if you want to, sorry, what is? Okay, and if you want to create the 180-degree 3D video, okay, so like I said, we need to for creating a 3D video, we need to give two separate images to both our eyes. In a 2D, we, we can give them one single image for both the eyes. Okay, so there will not be any depth perception. But if you want to create a 360-degree video, so sorry, a 3D video of 180 degree, then we need to have two lenses. Okay, so in these two lenses, one lens will give the image to our one eye, and the other one will give the image to our other eye. Okay, so at that case, you can give that 3D perception to that image. And if you want to create, like I said, we can create a 180-degree video using the one fisheye lens. And if you want to create a 360-degree video, like the entire, just like we saw now, but that was 3D. It is for creating 2D. We can place the this lens like this, one on top of the other. Okay, so if you place like this, you can get that 360-degree video that is 2D. Okay, so using by placing that lens in on top of the other. And if you want to create a 3D 360-degree videos, then we need four lenses. Okay, so you can place that lenses like this. That is the on a side like just like a square. And if you place the four lenses like this, then you can create the 3D 360-degree videos. Okay, so that is how we can create the 360-degree video using the lenses. So for that we need the separate cameras built for that. So that is how we create the 360-degree videos. So I hope you understood that. Okay. Next, I will just rewind that also, whatever we learned for VR technologies. So before that, let me go to my first slide. Okay. So in this, we are going to see the types of headset. So in a virtual reality, like it is not a new technology. So actually it was started at the year of 1950s. Okay, so but it didn't become any popular. It became popular in this 21st century only. So, but it was the work also already started, or they have already started creating this virtual reality experiences. Actually, before that also they started creating 1950s. Before that also, but there is one technology called Sensorama in the 1950s. So that is actually the start of virtual reality. Just like our computer, our mainframe computers, they started in the 1930s, I think 30s or 40s. But they were the size of the entire building. Okay, so entire building. So at that time, nobody thought that people will not be able to use the computer. Okay, so it was the some very famous personality. I don't remember who. So. He said that in this world maybe they are going to use the maximum 100 computers or something. So that was the idea at that time. But now you can see maybe one person must be having 100 computers now. So that is the technology how it grew now. So we cannot entirely predict how the technology is going to fare in the future. So That is at that time, century back, nobody thought that the virtual reality or computers, mobile phones, that will be a reality. Okay, so that is something which we need to understand. So people maybe saying that is virtual reality is not going to become popular, or augmented reality is not going to become popular. But it is going to be part of our life in the coming years. So don't it is like escaping from the reality, because it is going in the some form or the other. These technologies are going to be our part of our life. So we know that if, when we wake up every day, first thing we do is to check our mobile. So that is the how our world changed. Okay, and before going to sleep also. So I don't know, sir, how many of us switch off the mobile. Okay, so that is the how the technology grows. So like I said, we have a lot of different types of headsets. Okay, so we can mainly divide that into three parts. That is in the PC based, where we can connect that device to the PC, and we can experience that. Then we have the mobile based, where we can attach our mobile phone to that device, and we can use that. Okay, that is the mobile based. Then we have a standalone this devices, where everything is there. We have to just place it on the on our head. Okay, so that is the standalone. So I will explain to you what is the each type of headset. The first one is the PC based. Okay, PC based is where we connect that headset or our devices to a PC, and there will be cameras, not in the inside the device. That will be outside of the device. There will be cameras which will be tracking our movement and our hand gestures. Everything will be tracked. Then according to that, they will play that virtual reality application. So they will be having a headset, but it will be attached to external computers and PCs. So the example that is actually created some 10 years back. It was popular at that time. Oculus Rift and PlayStation VR are some of the PC-based virtual reality headset. I created my first VR application in Oculus Rift. Okay, so that is I attached that device to the PC. Then we created that application. Okay, so that is the PC-based virtual reality headset. That is the Oculus Rift. Is the one of the most popular at that time of this PC-based headset. Then came the mobile-based. Mobile-based, what they have the. You must have seen the cardboard. Okay, I will let me check. Okay. Okay, so this is the Google, this cardboard. Okay, so you must have seen this. So this is where you can see in this image. This is a cardboard, and you can place your mobile phone on that cardboard, and you can close this, and you can put that on your head, and you can watch. So when you see this mobile phone, you can see that. Let me check. Okay, so you can see that we have two screens here. Okay, that is for one for each eye, and there is a boundary here also. Okay, then that cardboard we so that we will the one eye will see this screen, and the other eye will see this screen. Okay, and we can attach that mobile phone to that cardboard, and you can close that and put that on your head, and you can have that virtual reality experience. Okay. So that is the Google Cardboard. It was not expensive. It was comparatively cheaper. So anybody could buy that. So, okay. So that is the cardboard. Then we have the expensive one. That is the Samsung Gear VR. Okay. So this is the Samsung Gear VR. So here, this is the product of Samsung, and we can attach the Samsung phone on that device. Okay. So you can see that this is the device, and here, this you can see this box. This one, you can open this. You can open this box and you can attach your Samsung phone on there, and you can watch the virtual reality experience. So here you can see that that person has attached his mobile phone on the Gear VR, and he has attached that. So I have also created a project in a Samsung Gear VR, and I will tell you, like, it was very difficult, not for creating the application, but testing. Because whenever I put that, and if I play that for 1 minute, then I used to have headaches, and I had this stomach. My stomach used to get upset. So that was like that motion sickness was there. Lot of case, very bad situation when I was working with this Gear VR. Okay, so that is the mobile based, where we can attach this mobile to the this Gear VR device, and you can watch this. So we saw two types. One is the PC based, and the other one is the mobile based. Now, let me check this. Okay. So next we will go here. Okay, next one we have is the standalone. Okay, standalone is the the latest technology that we are using. So the most popular VR headset right now is the MetaQuest. Okay, so this is now the MetaQuest 3. They have released MetaQuest 3. Okay, so actually that is like you can use the mixed reality experience there in MetaQuest 3. Okay, MetaQuest 3 is a little bit expensive. I think it will come around 1 lakh or 1.5 lakhs. I'm not very sure, but it is very expensive comparatively. MetaQuest 3. And the first one, the previous one was the MetaQuest 2. I have created this a couple of projects in MetaQuest 2 that I will show you maybe in the fourth or fifth class. Okay, fifth day. So that MetaQuest 2 is actually at that time it was the most popular headset. It was very good headset. There were very motion sickness is also very less. That is it was a very good experience, and we don't need to attach anything in the from the outside. Okay, so everything was there, camera, all the sensors, everything was there in the headset. So that is the MetaQuest 2. Okay, so now they have stopped the MetaQuest 2. Now they are into MetaQuest 3, and they are not. You cannot say that it is totally stopped, because they have created another version that is similar to MetaQuest 2. That is MetaQuest 3S. Okay, 3S. So it is almost similar to MetaQuest 2, but with the advanced features. They have improved a lot. So I am right now. My headset is the MetaQuest 3S. Okay, so that is what I am using for doing my projects. So MetaQuest 3S is also a very good headset. So if you are thinking about purchasing the headset, I will recommend if you are going for the cost also. then MetaQuest 3S is the better option. But if you want to for future also, like if you don't mind spending money and you want to learn about mixed reality also, then you can go for MetaQuest 3. So that is the another headset. Okay. These are the main types of headset. One is the PC based, which was the like a older version, like a 10 years back. We used PC based, that is Oculus Rift, then PlayStation VR. Then we have the where devices where we can attach our mobile phone and you can experience, that is the Samsung Gear VR and Google Cardboard. Then we have the another one where the next one, that latest one is the standalone, where we don't have to attach anything to that device. That is the MetaQuest. That is the popular one now. Then okay, next we will go to requirements of a headset. So I hope you are following. I will give a post. Is my speed is fine, or everybody is following? Anyone? Any response? I think I hope nobody is sleeping. I am not getting any response. If it is fine. Okay, so finally I got a response that speed is fine. So actually, we need to cover a lot of topics in this 10 hours. So that is why maybe I am rushing through. But I will make sure that you understand the subject and most of you are faculties, so you won't be having any problem in continuing from where I finish. So our main aim is to understand how about these technologies and how we can go forward with learning these technologies. And whenever if you are really stuck, you can always contact me. Then I will try to help as much as possible. Okay, so so let us continue with the next topic, that is the uh, requirements of a VR headset. So we talked different types of headset. Now, what is the requirements? In AR, as I already told you that in augmented reality, we need a mobile phone which has Cortic camera, then accelerometer, gyroscope. So all these sensors, if or the compass, and also if you have all these facilities in your mobile phone, you can start experiencing the augmented reality. Okay, so just like that, we have some requirements in VR headset also. So when you see the specifications of a VR headset, it is almost like similar to our PC. Okay, like there will be a RAM, storage space, frame rate, and everything. So it is when you see the specifications, you will feel like it is almost like the PC or the laptop which we are using. Okay. So in a laptop or in our mobile, so we have only one screen. Okay, so we have only one screen, and we do everything using that one screen, and in a mobile also, and in a laptop also. But when we see the VR headset, we can see two lenses or two screens we can see. So Using these two screens, we watch the VR headset. And the field of view of this lens, okay, so it should be more than 90 degrees. Okay, so the higher the field of view, the better is the headset. But minimum, it should be 90, more than 90, that is 100 is the um, minimum requirement of the field of view. Then frame rate. Frame rate, what is the frame rate? Frame rate is the number of frames that is played in per second. Okay. So you must have seen in the movies, and maybe you may not have experienced in today's digital world. But when we were students, when we were kids, when we go to the movie theaters, we can see that film rolling. Okay, that a projector is there, then film roll. Then there will be that films will be there, film rolls. And when they rotate that or play that frames in a very high speed, at that time, we get the illusion of movement or the movie. Okay, so it is actually the movie is the group or this it is all consist of the single images. Okay, single images. Just like you must have seen in how we create the cartoon movies, Tom and Jerry in earlier cases. So what they use is that they draw one that maybe Tom is running. So you create that photo, that image. Then after that, you in the next image you make a small change. Okay, and in the other image you make a small change. And when you move all these images very fast, then you get the illusion like that a top is running. Okay, so that is the we used to do that in the notebook also, like a parachute. Your top we start drawing that parachute, and when it reaches the last page, when you flip that notebook fast, then it will get the illusion like that parachute is falling down. So that is the kind of entertainments we had at school. So. So that is the not like this generation where they can have the access to mobile phones and all. So at that time we had the entertainment like this. So the um, that is the frame rate. At what speed these frames are running. Okay. So in the movies, we have that 25 to 30 frames per second. That is the speed in which that frames are running. Okay. Then only you will get the illusion like that it is moving, that images are moving. Okay. But in a here we should have at least 24 frames per second. Okay, so then only we can get the this movement illusion. Okay, virtual reality illusion. Now, when then we have the uh, RAM. How much RAM we require? So we require minimum of 8 GB for smooth performance. So something around the 4 GB is acceptable, but it is going to be very slow. So it is 8 GB or higher than 8 GB. So that is the that will ensure that we it will get the smooth performance for the virtual reality. Okay, so these are the some of the basic specification we require for the headset. Okay. Now, when we were talking about the headsets, I mentioned that the we I worked with Samsung Gear VR. Okay, Samsung Gear VR and Oculus Quest also. But in both these cases, there is there will be motion sickness. Okay, motion sickness means in the you are standing still. Okay, you are sitting somewhere. Yes, you are sitting somewhere and you are wearing this headset and you are moving inside that virtual reality application. You are running around that just like that dinosaur video. You are moving in that roller coaster. Okay, or you are moving in that roller coaster. But in actual life, you are sitting somewhere. Okay, And so brain is getting that confusion like you are sitting and whether you are sitting or whether you are riding in a roller coaster. So with this confusion and you a lot of people get motion sickness, like they get this headache, they get this dizziness. Okay, they fall down. Okay, so these are the some of the main limitations of VR that we are going to take. So when I remember that when I was creating the application for these headsets, that is Oculus Quest or Gear VR, that writing the program is considerably easier. Okay, so but testing it was a real headache because I could not wear that headset for more than 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so that is the motion sickness. Lot of people experience that. So most of the people cannot play this more than 15 minutes or half an hour. Okay, so that is the motion. That is the one of the main limitation of the virtual reality headset. To avoid that, we need to avoid this thing to motion sickness if you want this virtual reality to become popular. Okay, so for that, what is the requirement? We need to have higher frame rate and we have the better resolution. You know, the resolution, the quality of the image, and the latency, lower latency. So what is the latency? Latency is the time takes for something this the our to get the reaction. Okay, if you have an action and the time to get reaction or the acceptance from the other person. So that is the latency. So I will just explain to you. You must have played multiplayer games. Okay, so multiplayer games, if you are sitting in India, okay, you are sitting in India and your friend is sitting in US, okay, and you both are playing the chess game or any shooting game, okay. So what happens in a multiplayer game? But in a single player game, you know that you are with the one computer or one mobile, even if there is no internet connection, you can play that game. Okay, so there is no issue of any other no other computer is involved in a single player games. So if you play the Temple Run or the Angry Birds. So you are playing alone. Nobody is there. Okay. So there is no involvement of networking there. But when you are creating a multiplayer game, so one person is sitting in India and the other person is sitting in US, then how that they can play together? So what happens is that if I just imagine that I am playing a chess game with my friend in US. So when I move a horse, okay, or a minister, so I am moving that in my computer. Okay, then how that a person who is sitting in the US sees that a horse is moving. So that is the technology in the multiplayer where when I make that move, that information that like that Ajish has moved a horse. That information is sent to a server, that a gaming server. Okay, that we all and that information is passed to the server, and that server sends that information to my friend's computer. Okay, and that friend's computer, and what happens after getting that information, my friend's computer's chess application will move that uh, this horse to the place where I have placed. Okay, so the latency is the delay that is going to happen to pass this information from my computer to the my friend's computer and back to my computer. That information. Okay, so that is the latency. So latency is very important. So when you are playing a board game like a chess, a little bit of latency is fine because you know that when you play chess, one movement is done after 10 minutes, only you make the next move. So that is fine. So a little bit latency is this is pardoned for the chess games, board games. But when you are playing a multiplayer shooting game, then it is latency is a very important factor. So when you shoot one person and if dies after 5 minutes, then there is no point in playing that war game or this shooting game. So the moment you shoot that the other person, he has to die. Okay, then only you will get that natural experience while playing the games. Okay, so the server or the network should be that powerful to send this information within the fraction of a second. Okay, so in this case also, the virtual reality, when we jump on a this from a building and it after 1 second we start falling down, then we will not get that experience of falling down in the real world. Okay, so we always should try to get the real world experience or the feelings when we use these technologies. Okay, so we have to reduce the latency as much as possible. Then only we will get this illusion or the experience of better experience of the virtual reality. Okay, so these are the requirements of the VR headset. So like I said, this is all evolving technology, and right now also we have not achieved the not even half of what we are experiencing in the real world. Okay, so uh, still now also when we wear that headset, will not be able to entirely immerse that virtual world. You know, there are a lot of limitations. Okay, so that is why it is, like I said, it is upcoming. It may take years to achieve that goal of getting the entirely 100% real life experience through these technologies. Okay, so it will take time. So that is the virtual reality headsets. Okay. One second. Then next we are going for the components of VR device. What are the parts of VR device? VR device is not only the headset. Okay, so VR device is not only the headset. Okay, so you must have seen that controllers also in that in your hand. So we need the controllers for to get the input. Okay, what is there in the controller? So I will just let me check that. Okay. So this is the controller. So here you can see that. Let me check. Okay. Okay. So this is a controller. So here you can see three buttons and we can see a joystick there. So these are the devices we use to give the input to the VR application. Okay, so if you are standing in the middle of a room in a virtual world, then you will not be only standing there. No? You will be moving and you will be clicking on a screen and or you will be picking up an object and throwing that object. So how you do that? So you do these activities using the controllers. So in the controllers, there a lot of buttons are there, so you can see that it triggers and all these buttons. So under this joystick we used to move that character. Okay, so using these buttons under this joystick, we give the input to the controller. Okay, so controller checks the activities of this. The headset checks these activities of this controller, and it sends that information to the headset. Nowadays, without controllers also you can manage. You can use your bare hands to give a click on the buttons and the virtual world. So, for example, in a Oculus Quest 3S also, you can use that. You can use a hand gestures to just click there, or you can just move that. Okay. So, okay, so that is the controllers are the one important part of the device where we need to use the controllers to give the inputs. So even though we can use our hands, but some that we have already used it for years, these controllers. So I find it convenient to use the controllers. But maybe in the future, maybe I will shift completely to the our hands free that mobile VR devices. Okay, so that is how we can use this. So that is the header. Then that is the controllers we need to use. Then the next one, we need a header tracking. Okay, like we will not be standing still. Okay, so our head will not be still. We will be looking around. Okay, so like we are if you are standing in the middle of the virtual world, you will not be standing still. You will be looking around. Okay, so we need to track that our head movements. Okay, so for that we need the head tracking these devices there in the inside that VR device. So head tracking we use for detecting the movements of the head. Then, like I already said, talked about the controllers. Then we have the haptic gloves and suits. Okay, so in controllers, we can only have the controller, this device control whatever we are doing with our hand. When I am pressing on something, so when I press a button, I know that I have to open that menu, or when I try to pick up a object, I can pick up that object using the controller. Okay, so it is mostly the hands we are using. But if you are using the new technologies, that is the gloves, or we have the entire suits. Okay, so if you are using that, then we can get the information from the entire body. Okay, so let me check whether I can see any images of that. Like, see. So here you can see that we have the suit we can use to, or the gloves we have. So we can use this gloves and this suit to get this information from the entire body. Okay. So for that we can use these haptic suits. But these are, like I said, these are all coming up. Not many people use that. So nowadays, we mainly use the controllers now. So it is the coming years, we will be using this the suits also to get the maximum experience from the virtual reality. Okay. Then we have the treadmill. We are treadmill. Okay. So here also you can use the treadmill to run and get that illusion of so we can get the illusion of running, and it will get it. This treadmill has got all the sensors, and we will get a better experience from the virtual reality experience. So these are all the some of the input devices which we can use for to get the maximum experience from the virtual reality application. Okay, so that is the input. Mainly we use the input devices. Then the next one is the audio system. Audio system is very important. Okay, audio system is I like I said in the earlier hour that this is only our senses is not only visual. Okay, we are not sensing only from our eyes. We sense from the ears also. Like when you are standing on a beach, if you are not hearing that wind sound or the sound from the ocean waves, you will not get that feeling, the complete feeling of standing on a beach. Okay, so audio system is very important. So we should get that 360-degree audio system to get that for that virtual reality experience. Otherwise, you will not be able to get that. You can try that by watching a horror movie without the sound, or just press mute. Then you will feel like you are watching a comedy movie, not the horror movie. Okay, so background music and the sound effects are very important when you see any thriller movie. Okay, any this good action movie. So background music is important. We will not notice that. We will not be noticing that background music. But if it is not there, then we will notice. Okay, so that is the how it is going to this merge with the movie, and we will not. If we are not this noticing that, then that means that is a very good background music. Okay, so that is the how it is. So audio system is very important, and we need to get realistic sound effects for the maximum virtual reality experience. Then last but not least, a sufficient space is needed, because like we saw that in the first video, people are just falling on the table or chair or the to the other person. That is because there is no sufficient space is there. So if you are playing a virtual reality application, we need a sufficient space to move around, because we don't have the idea of what is happening in the real world. Okay, so if we don't have enough space, then we will just fall down on the table or chair, whatever it is. So we need to have the sufficient space for the person to move around when you are using a virtual reality application. Okay, so that is the one of the most important things. Otherwise, your lot of your expensive items will lose from your house. So that is, you have to take care of that. So, so these are the some of the components we need need to have in the VR device. Okay, so that we get the maximum the experience, or the very flawless experience in the using the VR. Okay. So I hope you got an idea of what is happening in the VR and AR technologies. How what is the technology that is behind this virtual reality and augmented reality? So let us. Okay. So today I will not be taking this my next topic. That is, I will just touch and go. Tomorrow we will see in more detail how we are going to create the application. Okay, so in this tomorrow, what we will do is that we will start creating the VR and AR application in the next 2 days. So that is what I am planning. So it will be just to give you an idea. Not we cannot create the vendor the application, but I will give you an idea of how you can start developing the virtual reality application or the augmented reality application. I will teach from tomorrow. Maybe I will touch a little bit today. So, but we will not. I will not be showing anything in the computer. So, what we are going to do now. So, I will just revise what we have covered today. So, today we mainly cover what is the different types of devices that we use for creating the AR and VR applications. So AR augmented reality can be experienced by using the smartphone or the tablet which you are using right now. So you don't have to spend more money on experiencing augmented reality. Okay, so augmented reality, what it does is that using the sensors and cameras that is available in your mobile device, it will just get the idea of get the information of the surroundings that you are in, and that they place that this 3D object on the uh, on top of the uh, this table or the floor that you are in. But that is the augmented reality, how it detects. Then, like I said, that it is, like I said, it is, we can use both the mobile phones and the special augmented reality glasses to experience this augmented reality. So these devices can be used to experience the augmented reality that HoloLens or Magic Leap you can use. So even if you don't have that also, you can experience with the your mobile phone. Okay, so and in virtual reality, we are using the headset and the controller to get the virtual reality experience. And the main, some of the types of headsets are, one is the PC based, where you can attach that device to the PC, or there is mobile based, where you can place that mobile phone inside that headset and you can experience the virtual reality. Then we have the standalone devices, which doesn't require the outside components to experience VR. Everything is there in that MetaQuest device. Okay, so that is the how VR devices are used, and we for creating the VR these applications, we need to use the multiple lenses. Okay, that is what I covered here. So, using different types of videos or applications, how the cameras should be placed, how many cameras you require. Okay. Then we also the hardware of the VR headset, which is the minimum requirements of VR headset to get a smooth experience. If we don't have the high performance headset, then we will get a lot of issues like this motion sickness, dizziness, and it will be very unpleasant experience for the viewer. Okay, so nobody will play your game or application if they start getting the dizziness or motion sickness when they play this game. Okay, so we have to be very particular about the headset that we are using. So it needs to be a very good headset. Then what are the components that is available in the VR devices? One is the head tracking and the audio system is there. So mainly that is the how the input how the input is provided to the devices. That is, we use controllers, we can use the hand gestures, or we can use the gloves or suits to detect the input and our body gestures. Okay, so these are the some of the most important components of the VR device. So I hope you understood the technology and the components of the VR device. And I will give you more idea about this technology and how it works in the coming days. Okay, so when we start developing something, then at that time I will give you more idea of what is how you can create this. Okay. So next, I will just start with the virtual reality or augmented reality application development. So to create this, so I will just show you that video once again so that may not have forgotten that. Just that. Okay, it is already there. Just to watch it carefully, then. Okay. Okay. So, so you have seen this video. So now you noticed what are the components we require for creating this VR application. Okay. So the sum of the elements we require is, and one is the 3D model. Okay. So that dinosaurs and this roller coaster and all the trees, forest, everything is 3D models. Okay, so that is the one of the most important this component which we require for developing the this VR application. Okay, so one is the 3D models and 3D animations that we see. We have seen that dinosaur walking. Okay, so that is the 3D animation. Okay, so under the trees are still, so they are just models, 3D models. So we require 3D assets to create this VR application. Next one is you have seen, you have heard all the sound, dinosaurs and all other this roller coaster sound you have heard. So these are the components which we require. That is the sound of the this virtual reality application. Next, you have seen moving that roller coaster is moving. Okay, so how it is being done? So it will not move automatically. So how we have to do that? We need to write the programs. Okay, we need to write the programming to move that object, or if you want to click somewhere and there's something to happen, if you click on a button and a pop-up gets open. So in those, if you want to do all kind of that effects, then you need to write computer programs. Okay, so these are the main components that we need for developing the virtual reality application. One is the 3D assets, or if you have some images or a menu, then you need 2D assets also, 2D graphics also. Then we need the sound effects. Then we need the programming to create the application. Okay, so just to write the application. So these are the main components of a VR application, develop application that is same with the augmented reality as well. Okay, so in augmented reality also we need the 3D assets, that is the 3D content which we are going to on the real world, and we require the programmer to write the program, okay, to run this application. So how we are going to create that? So in the earlier cases, earlier decades, okay, so how a game was created? A game was created. So in this, at that time, they used to write the program from scratch. Okay, so when you want to move a character, then you have to write the code from the beginning to the end, like the character is moving. Okay, so each and every component of that game had to be written from the beginning itself, from the starting stage. But so that was a lot of work, and the programmers had to spend a lot of time and effort in developing, writing these programs. Okay, so that was a very heavy work. Even now also the big studios do that. Okay, so big studios like a EA Sports or a Ubisoft, they create their own engines sometimes for the games they develop. But those are a different case. They create AAA games. Okay, so that means they create there are hundreds of programmers and designers work for a company. Okay, for a project, and they take 1 or 2 years to complete that project, that game. Okay, so that is the how they when we work from the scratch, when we work from the on a game from the scratch, that is what happens. But they can afford that. Okay, so they are big studios. So in these studios, the games are developed just like we create the Hollywood movies. Okay? So you can think about the Bahubali movie. So I think they spent some 5 years to create these two games, Bahubali 1 and Bahubali 2. Okay, so those people were working only on that movie for 5 years. That a hero and director, they were working only on that movie. So that is how the virtual reality games, sorry, that is the games are developed for the um, uh, is for the big studios. Okay, so that is the it was created. Now, but not everybody can afford that. No, not everybody can work for a couple of years without any payment and giving salary to all these programmers and designers. So not everybody can afford that because in the studios, their budget is just like a Hollywood movie, like $100 million or $150 million. That is the budget of big games, okay, big studios. If they create a very war game, big war game, or cricket or football game. So that is their budget. Okay. So if I am an indie developer, I cannot afford to do that. Okay. So what my aim will be, my aim will be to create a game in a couple of weeks or maximum 1 month and release that and get as much money I can so that I can work on the next game. So that will be my aim while developing a game or a VR application. Okay, so in that cases, I cannot work from the scratch. I cannot write the code from the scratch. Then what is the next option? The next option is we can use a game engine. Okay, so what is a game engine? Game engine is a software or a tool where the themselves. Okay, that is they have done completed all the work. Okay, so they have given you the facility for creating the animation and giving the audio effects and for creating the 3D movement and creating the graphics and writing the interface for writing the programs. Everything is already created. Okay, so already it is there in that game engine or software. So what you have to do, you have to open that game engine and you have to give your graphics. So graphics will be different for the different games. So you will not be using the graphics of Temple Run to the Angry Birds. Okay, so each game will be having their own graphics or assets, as we call it. So you have to give export that assets to that game engine, and the programmer will write the program inside that game engine. Then they can publish that game to the for looking for, like the Android or iPhone or virtual reality or augmented reality. So it is as simple as that. So it has become very simple now because of the game engines. Okay. So that is the you will get a more idea of game engine tomorrow. So when I take this this one the game engine and when we start developing the application for VR and yeah, okay. So, how the what is a game engine? What is the type of game engine? So there are lot of game engines available in the market right now. So some of the examples are Unity, then Unreal, Game Maker, then a CryEngine, then a Coco Studio, Construct 2. Lot of engines are available in the market. Okay, so then how you will choose which is the best for you? Okay, so that is decided by your requirement. Your choice of the game engine is decided by your requirements. So if you want to create a web game, okay, you want to create a casual game for a website, okay, then which one will you use? You will be using HTML5 and JavaScript. Okay, you will be using HTML5 and JavaScript to create that web-based game. Okay, but it is also possible that you can use Unity to create a web-based game. But why people prefer the HTML5 and JavaScript? Because that HTML5 and JavaScript language as they are created and made the web-based games, okay, web-based games or web-based applications, okay, and the Unity is mainly created for the other platforms, okay, like a desktop or mobile platforms, okay, or and they Unity and Unreal, they are mainly used to create the 3D games, okay. Even though they can be used for creating 2D games, they are mainly supposed to create the 3D games. And when you want to create an Android application, then which IDE will you use? Then you will be using the Android Development Kit. Okay, Android Development Kit is the this package that you use or the software tool you use to develop the Android application. And which language they are using in Android this Android Development Kit? They are using Java. Okay, in HTML5 JavaScript they are using the languages called HTML5 and JavaScript. But in Android Development Kit they are using the this Java as the programming language. And if you want to create the iOS application, then which one we can use? We can use the Xcode or the Objective-C as the programming language. Okay, so that is the iOS. Then if you want to use the game engine called the this Unreal Engine, then which one will you use? Unreal Engine, and then the programming language we use is the C++. Okay, and in Unity we can use C# as the programming language. So which one will you use? This Unity and this Unreal is almost similar. When you open both, they both look almost the same. Okay, interface is almost the same. So which one will you use? So that is the where your expertise comes in. Okay, so that is if you are a beginner, if you are starting the application, you're learning the application, it's better to start with the Unity. Okay, Unity is a more user-friendly software, and you can learn Unity easier than Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is a little bit more complicated to study, okay, learn. But if you are an experienced developer, and your client wants or you give a lot of importance to the graphics quality, okay, graphics quality, and then you can go for Unreal. Unreal is better than Unity when it comes to the image or the graphics quality. It is the Unity is also coming up for in the graphics department, but right now that it is better to use Unreal when if you are giving your priority is the graphics quality. Okay, so that is the Unreal Engine. Then if you want to, so like I said, these are all these both the engines are little bit complicated to learn. Okay, it is a little bit tougher. Okay, but if you are not interested in programming, and you want to create a game without programming, then how you will do? You can use some other tools like Construct is there, Game Maker is there. Here they use the visual scripting. Okay, visual scripting. That is, they without code they can just drag and drop the program capsules, and you can just move that character or jump that character or collide that character with another character. So you don't need the programming. But that is, I recommend only if you don't know anything about programming. But if you know programming, I will recommend you go for programming, not visual scripting. Visual scripting we can use to create very small platformer games like Mario Brothers kind of games. But if you want to create a very complex games, then if you use visual scripting, it is going to be too complex. You will not be able to manage that. Okay, so that is that it is always better to go for programming. And if you don't know programming, then hire a programmer to develop that. But if you are going for a small games and you are a graphic designer, then you can just use this visual scripting to create small casual games. So this game maker, construct, and cocos, these game engines we can use to create the small casual games. Okay, so depending on your requirement and your expertise, you can choose the game engine which you want. I will talk more about the game engines and introduce you to Unity tomorrow. Okay, so I think that our time is up for today. So thank you so much for attending the this workshop, and I am thankful to Excel again. And over to you, Excel.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
So, dear faculty members, I already shared the attendance link in the chat box. Not only attendance complete backlink. I'm resharing that once again. So if anybody is missed on that, please mark your attendance and share your valuable feedback about the session. Please share the attendance one Zoom chat. Anish Khan, I already shared that I think 4 or 5 times. One more thing. So, dear faculty members, to all those who registered today till 12 o'clock, we already granted you the LMS access, and same communication is shared to your registered mail ID. So please check and utilize. So whatever the material sir used in the first 2 days, day 1 and day 2, with the recordings is available over the LMS, so you can use that. And one more information which I'd like to share. As Sushmita yesterday mentioned, same again, just information that this program is open for only faculty members. So if any students are attending, they can attend, but they will be not eligible for certificate. Thank you. And faculty members, if any query, any question, or would like to share any feedback, then you can post in the chat box. We're happy to assist on this. Yes. Thank you, sir, for the feedback. Yes, I think, sir, from tomorrow we are starting with the practical as well. Ajit, sir, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, we are starting with the practical tomorrow and day after tomorrow.
Okay, great.
So we will be. Okay, thank you. Can I leave now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.